Halo Outreach Podcast to keep you up to date with everything going on in Halo. How's it going, everybody? Kevin here once again. Give you another podcast with our co-host Patman over on that side of the screen. Yes, episode 22 of the Halo Outreach Podcast, guys. We're 2 weeks post-Reach launch, and it's been pretty damn awesome, I'd say. But we have a special guest today. We have Reclaimer with us. Why don't you say hello, Clay?
What's up, guys? Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Really appreciate coming on the stream, on the stream and the podcast, and hopefully give the excellent Halo insights to the last week of happenings that happened. Or something like that.
Yeah, makes sense. Yes.
And so today on the agenda, we're going to be talking about a few things. Pretty light. It's been pretty light on news since the release of Reach on the MCC, guys. So we're going to be kind of. I saw one clip where someone actually created like a VR version of Halo Reach, which is like some crazy ass mod within like the week of the game being out, which is just insane. And it actually looked like it tracked pretty well. So I thought it'd be a cool thing to show. Obviously, the biggest news that happened the last week was the Xbox Series X being announced, and we got a little bit of a Halo Infinite clip in there as well. And also got a little bit of a Unishack tweet teaser of what's coming up the next month or so when it comes to Halo 5. And also we got a little bit of a, I guess you call it like an interview or whatever you want to call it, with Reclaimer, just kind of chatting about some good old Halo stuff, because that's what we like to do here. Before we continue on, though, Pat, how was your weekend? The past week, what you been up to? Was anything outside of gaming? You've been a traveling man recently.
Yeah, had a 7-hour drive to Pittsburgh to watch my Buffalo Bills defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Yeah.
If anyone beats the Steelers, I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't know if I will tell the story because I don't want to take up too much time, but I actually got kicked out the game.
You got kicked out of the game?
Smooth. Not for what you think. It wasn't like an anger problem where I was like about to fight somebody. It was just really stupid. I think it was just because I'm a Bills fan. They were just like, get out. I was like, okay.
Man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll tell you the story later. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I enjoyed myself. I met some of my family up there. They drove down from New York. I drove up from North Carolina, I should say. And we all met up and just had a good time, man. So it was good. Yeah, not much on the gaming side of things. Playing a little Reach, playing some Halo 5, grinding out some. I played a lot of Mythic Arena last night. Got paired against Vetoed 4 times, and we beat them all 4 times. I was like, let's go. It was me and Raps, and Jimbo joined for a couple games.
So shit, did you really?
That was fun. Yeah, we got our champion rank back too. So me and Raps are champs. We're trying to get Jimbo there. So it's been fun, man.
That's tough.
Fun. I absolutely love that. I love that playlist.
That's tough to do to get Jim up to anything beyond Diamond.
Oh yeah, it's worse than the worst carry. But yeah, what about you? What was your weekend filled with?
Weekend was pretty damn busy. Did a lot of Christmas stuff. Did some shopping, got the tree up, wrapped the presents. Also, I went to a Halo Land also as well. There over the weekend.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, there was we got like a little group called like Northwest Halo. We actually did a live stream of it too. Where we actually rented out like an Airbnb like house over in like North Seattle, and then we just set up CRTs down in the basement of the house and played on some, I think, this modded version of CE that one of the guys had. It actually like helps like count down the timers and stuff like that for all the power-ups. I thought it was pretty cool. Did a little bit of that, a little bit of Halo 2. And then the next day more people came over around like Seattle area. I don't know if you know Wangless, Pat.
Right, yeah.
Clay, you ever heard of a guy named Wangless there on Twitch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he was there. Like a guy named Paul Shee, he streams quite often as well on Twitch. He was there, and there's a few other guys just around the general Seattle area. It was a blast. It's the first time I actually land Halo since like Halo 2. So
yeah,
quite some time on that one.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, so on that, just and then between that, just playing a lot of Halo Reach and just making videos. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Oh yeah, gotta get on that grind. How about you, Clay? What you been up to the last like week or so?
Well, I've been grinding, man. I've been playing a lot of Reach. Reach has been a lot of fun. I played a lot of Reach when it was out, but I didn't really ever get into the competitive stuff. So I really enjoyed sort of diving into hardcore and trying to get better at that. and has proved more challenging than I thought it would be. I was a little bit overconfident coming out of Halo 5, but yeah, the game humbles you, and it's a lot of fun, man. But I've been taking.
Oh, sorry.
I think I accidentally muted my mic there. Yeah. But yeah, I've been taking a couple days off. Like this past weekend, a lot of my friends were home from college for the holidays, so I've been seeing friends a lot, been hanging out with family. So just been kind of taking it easy, but it's been fun, man.
Awesome.
Cool.
Sounds great, man. Yeah, playing. I've been also grinding quite a bit of competitive Reach as well. At back in the Reach days when I played, I think I had about anywhere from like 15 to 20 days played in that game. So I played it a good amount, but it was pretty much just like Social Slayer. That's like all I ever played.
I got to Hero, I think, and which is a pretty good amount of time. But yeah, I never. The dreams of Inheritor were never within reach for me. So
no pun intended.
No pun intended.
So yeah, like I never like touched hardcore, never touched arena, never touched invasion. Played through the campaign like once, barely even bothered with firefight, if at all. So like this is like for me, even though I played a ton of Reach back in the day, this is like a whole new release for me. So I'm pretty excited to get in and actually put a good amount of time into playing Reach, which we'll definitely get into a little bit later at in the podcast here. So I guess maybe we can move on to the first little bit of it on the agenda here. Someone got crazy and made Halo Reach VR compatible, which I was like, is that even possible? But
I saw that.
Yeah. I will switch over here to the desktop so you guys can see what we're talking about here. But like, this guy was just like, and like it looked like it tracked pretty damn well, which is pretty crazy to think about.
Pretty good looking, yeah.
And then makes you just think like if someone can make it just within the first week having mod tools and making a VR Halo game, what the possibilities could be in the future, right? But of course, I'm sure that doesn't take into consideration like hit detection and things like that, and hitboxes. I'm sure are quite funky when it comes to VR, but I mean, it'd be cool to be able to play through like the Reach campaign VR. I mean, like hell yeah, I'd be all for that.
Yeah,
I'd be down.
Dude, that's
couple
crazy.
Firefight waves or something. That'd be cool.
That's just. I'm surprised that 343 hasn't done something like this already. I know they did like a thing for the Halo Outpost Discovery where they had like some kind of VR setup kind of thing, which I thought was actually pretty cool. Then they also utilized like the Microsoft like VR headset. What's that thing called again?
They did the HoloLens. They did a HoloLens demo, which was like on a combat deck kind of thing, but it was very short. Nothing like gameplay wise, really.
So weird. I completely blanked on the name. I literally worked on that device for 2 years as a contractor at Microsoft.
What was that thing again?
What's that thing again? Oh yeah, but I thought that was just super cool. That's pretty much really about it. I mean, I don't know if you guys have anything you want to kind of touch on about that, but just like, I don't know why it hasn't been created before. I guess maybe just, well, I know that 343 still keeps themselves super busy with just like the actual Halo titles and things like that. But
it looks awesome.
I mean, I guess just with the awesomeness that comes with just having mod tools and coming to PC. Being Halo coming to PC is so much more than just like being able to play with a mouse and keyboard. And being able to have the openness of being able to have mod tools to be able to modify the game and create some things out of what's already been created through Reach. Pretty damn awesome. And kind of opens the door for a lot of more exciting things. So the main thing I'm actually really looking forward to is like some texture packs hopefully have coming in the future, update Halo Reach's textures and making look just even better, which would be awesome. And probably with any other of the Halo titles as well.
I think the reason we probably haven't seen it though is Microsoft's always been kind of iffy with VR. They won't even commit to it with next gen, with the Series X and whatever other console they're gonna make is gonna come out. But it's different when it's on PC, and that's like you said, a totally different beast. It looks cool though. I'd be down to try it. I haven't really been the type for VR. I've played very minimal VR games, like some mobile stuff. When the Samsung VR headset came out, I had one of those. But Halo obviously would be, and I tried the thing at Outpost Discovery. It was freaking awesome, and that's like high end VR. So that was really cool. I would like to see whatever they're gonna do with this for Reach, and all the subsequent releases of MCC. There's gonna be some really cool mods to play.
Yeah, I think if anything, it would be like too much to handle for everybody, because then you just move on to the next game, and everyone wants a mod for that game, and everyone wants a mod for the next game. So
yeah, you're gonna have your hardcore groups of people. Like we've already had a modding community for CE for so long with custom edition. You know, I'm looking forward to the Halo 2 mods, the Halo 2 anniversary mods. I think those will be really cool. Even Halo 3 and 4, there's gonna be some cool stuff. So
and there's people even that modded a mod for CE as well for the SPV3.
For SPV3, yeah, I can't. And they're supposedly working on a big project according to Masters. So I can't wait to see what they're working on.
Yeah, pretty awesome stuff right there. I guess moving over to the next topic here, guys. We can go into the Xbox Series X announcement. Pretty big stuff right there. Obviously, it's more just kind of a lot of the trailers were a lot of just like showing cinematics of what like going from low res to high res kind of looks like pretty much. But we did get a little bit of Halo Infinite right there. If you guys I did a trailer breakdown on the whole thing, if you want to call it a trailer, but like it was I noticed a few things, but we'll see if you guys kind of maybe notice anything. Like Clay, did you get a chance to kind of look at it? You just kind of looked at it and like, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I actually haven't seen the trailer. I saw the little clip from Infinite because I saw that on Twitter, and I saw what the thing looked like, so I saw pictures of it. But I actually haven't seen the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer itself, I mean, obviously it's just like, I mean, I'm just showing it on stream right now. It's just basically just like, just trying to like, look how pretty things are. But yeah.
Look at the new hardware.
Yeah, pretty much. And because like you see like a bunch of rocks going from like blobs to like jagged edges, kind of cool stuff. Not until you see like the car come in and you see like the FIFA player, and then you see Master Chief just jumping in there as well. There were a few things I was able to point out within the Halo section of the trailer. There definitely were. I think this actually might be happening on a Halo ring, was what they're showing as well. Even though throughout the whole thing you didn't see a Halo ring, like at least clearly.
Yeah, which yeah.
But I did see someone point out like that there was clearly like in the trailer itself. If we can see if we can kind of pause it at the right time here. Within the trailer are like these kind of geometric shapes that are kind of built into the hillside a little bit. Even though everything looks pretty organic, you don't see a Halo ring like in the background or anything. But like these like geometric kind of like earth building shapes, I guess you want to call them, if you want to call them that.
So like kind of like we saw in like that the art piece or the cover art, or I should say, for the game.
I was gonna say
like kind of like puzzle pieces.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna point out. Yeah, it looks something like kind of like that. So, kind of interesting on that one. Obviously, maybe it could be just transferring over to like some different like Forerunner world or something like that. Not necessarily a Halo ring. Of course, we didn't do like a full 360 view to see what's going on with that. And I mean, it's even doubtable. You can even doubt that this whether or not the scene's even going to be in the game, right? Because my guess is more it's just a promotional piece and look badass.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think. I mean, it's the Chief model from Infinite. Like that is that Chief, but we don't know if that's even a piece of the game or maybe cut out from a future trailer or something. It could be, like you said, just promotional.
Yeah, because like even like with Halo 3 coming out, like there was plenty of like promotional material out that this was never in the game at all. I mean, everyone remembers like the Believe, what do you call it, freeze,
the campaign, like
the diorama.
Diorama, that's the word. That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see like Chief being held up by a brute chieftain, right? You're like, oh shit, that's gonna happen. Like, no, not really.
No. Chief never really came close to death in that game. I did notice a couple things too. Yeah, I did a breakdown on the trailer as well. Like we said, we don't know if this is even going to be part of the game, but at the very beginning, when it goes from like FIFA to Halo, and they show Chief and he's like shooting to his left, he takes just like a couple of shots with the AR. You kind of see like bolts going by, and they kind of look like Promethean bullets, if you ask me. So I don't know if, I mean, like we said, we don't know what this means, but you know what I'm saying? Like those light, like, because when Chief shoots, you just see a muzzle flash. You don't see no like bullet trail like that. And when whatever's shooting back at him is just like, looks like, like a light rifle shot or something. So maybe, I don't know if that's confirming. I mean, I can assume Prometheans are coming back. A lot of people don't like Prometheans. So they thought maybe they would do away in Infinite and kind of like reboot a little bit. But who knows? I just thought I'd point that out there.
I do think it's the weird thing though, is that when you see him panned out, you saw him taking shots from the left side, and then you panned out and there was like nothing there.
There's nothing there. Yeah. What are you shooting at, Chief? Why are you wasting ammo, bro?
I think kind of thing leading me towards thinking it's just more of a promotional piece rather than actual gameplay or cutscene or something like that. I've heard some people say that since he's running right in the beginning of the shot right here.
Sprint confirmed.
Sprint's confirmed.
Yeah, well, in the Halo 5 multiplayer beta trailer, we had Spartans taking cover. So people are like, "Oh my God, you could take cover in a first person." No, that never happened. So I wouldn't look too much into that.
Or like in Halo 3, where he sprints off the cliff and jumps into a group of brutes.
It jumps into the
So was that a precursor to sprint and ground pound coming to Halo? Maybe that was Bungie's original idea, right there.
Bungie started it. Don't blame 343.
Only took them like 8 years to implement it, but it happened. Yeah. But yeah, so super cool stuff. Oh my God, I gotta show you this meme though with the Phil Spencer
the Series X.
Phil Spencer Series X meme. Let me see if I can find it. It's so good. Xbox Series X meme. It's so good. Yeah, here it is. Oh, we can see it in the stream here, but it's like Phil Spencer photoshopped on top of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Instead of holding the bazooka, he's holding like a Xbox Series X. Oh God.
There's been so many like quality memes on the Series X already. A lot of people don't like the design. I mean, it's gonna be a beast of a machine, so it kind of has that PC look to it. I think it kind of has to have that form factor, but yeah, there's been some funny memes on there.
I did see Talkman put out a whole video on just the memes that came out of this thing.
Oh, there's some good like SpongeBob ones. There's the fridge ones are funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
good stuff.
Did you guys see the fusion coil one?
Oh
yeah,
yes, yeah. It's like, well, if that's like the infinite version of the Xbox,
the Halo version of the Xbox.
Oh, that'd be great.
SpongeBob me, I gotta be the marble. That's funny.
But yeah, so awesome stuff there. Looking forward to it. Are you guys? So, question for you guys then. I know you got a decent PC. Reclaimer, I know you have at least a somewhat decent PC. Are you guys planning to get the Xbox Series X when it comes out? Or are you thinking passing and sticking with the PC since Infinite's going to be on original Xbox, new Xbox, and PC?
Comes down to one thing for me. If it is basically a PC, like what it looks like, then I might just use my other PC as like a streaming PC. But if there's a Halo Infinite limited edition, which we don't know if there is or not, but you would like to think there would be.
I hope so.
That would be the tipping point for me to go ahead and get it. Just because I always buy the Halo system. So that would be it for me. But at the same time, the only system that's ever launched with a special edition was the Xbox One X. Every other one was just, a base model. There was never really special editions at launch. So we'll see if they want to. And they might have another SKU that's a cheaper model, which is the rumor. Yeah. So having 3 different SKUs, that might be confusing to people. I don't know if they want to do that. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but that would be the tipping point for me.
What about you, Clay?
I definitely think I'm going to get it. Even now, I still split my time between Xbox and PC, just because I think I'm always going to be a console kid. I don't really think there's any good reason why I'm going to stick with the Xbox or keep playing the Xbox, but other than I just enjoy it. So.
Yeah, because like for me, it's literally just a Halo box. That's like pretty much all I use it for. Yeah. And the only reason I started buying other games on it is because my PC was too crappy until about like 2 weeks ago to run anything else. And now that I recently got like a Ryzen 2700, got 32 gigs of RAM, got my 1080 Ti in there now. So now I'm like,
nice.
I'm set, ready to play for Infinite on PC for sure. So I'm not planning to get the new Xbox. Just because I pretty much came up with the decision with like, new Xbox or new PC. New PC build. Because obviously, as a content creator, it's way more beneficial for me to kind of upgrade that PC for sure. I've actually been able to render out videos that were used to be like taking me 30 minutes. Now it's taking me like 9 minutes. It's so great. Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
So
what was I gonna say though? Shit. Yeah, I like the only reason why I keep the Xbox around though is just like when you're streaming and stuff, it's just so much easier. Obviously, less taxing on your PC.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm like not streaming, which I can't see when Infinite comes out, me not streaming it like every day that I play. But yeah, I'd rather just play it on the PC because I could just plug my controller in anyways. But like Reclaimer said, you know, I've been a console guy my whole life, and it's going to be an even thing for me. It's a lot easier too. You push the power button and everything works generally. Where PC, a lot of stuff can go wrong on PC. So there's complications around it.
Yeah, because like I always felt like PC gaming, I feel like it's more kind of like maybe the like enthusiast way to play. If you want higher frame rates, if you want higher resolution, maybe like free programs to either like stream or record and stuff like that. And then maybe PC side of things might be where to go. But again, console is that's the great thing about it is of the simplicity of it. You know, you just hit go and then it plays your game. And if it crashes, it's because it's the developer's fault, not your fault.
Developer needs to patch it. Yeah, exactly.
That's why, like, when I first booted up my PC, when I put it all together, and I was like, it just worked. I'm like, no, there has to be something I've missed, right? There has to be some little thing I missed, but no, it just works.
I feel like that's part of the process, right? Whenever you build a computer, is you've gotta get everything all set up and plugged in, and then it's gotta not work or not turn on, or something's gotta go wrong before it can go right.
So I would say building your own PC is actually a very useful tool for just like in general. Just like one, it feels like a pretty awesome sense of accomplishment, I would say right there. But also, it's kind of like then I say it's even maybe as important as like saying knowing how to generally work on cars and stuff like that as well. You know, rather than having to pay someone or go to Geek Squad to be like, my PC doesn't work, make it fixed. You know.
I assume we're all around the same age. You guys remember those Bionicles, the Legos? Yep. And like the satisfaction you got when you like put together like the 3 of them and they created like this one giant Bionicle. That's how I felt when building a PC. I'm like, I put all this stuff together and it looks badass and it works. Like it's just it's a good feeling. It's not that hard either, you know. Like if you just it's like, all right, plug this in, but it's still such a rewarding feeling once you finally get it up and running and just using it. It's awesome.
So I feel like I'm kind of like an addict back on the smack kind of thing when it comes to PC gaming, because I've been away from it for so long, and now I'm just like, oh, it's so sweet when it touches your lips. And so now I'm just like all back, like 100% back in the PC gaming. I'm looking to pick up also Jedi Fallen Order on Steam once that goes on like a winter sale or something like that. So
yeah, that's a good one.
I've been looking forward to that.
Been having fun with that.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How are the lightsaber battles in that one actually? Because they look pretty like dynamic, almost kind of like a Dark Souls kind of thing with it.
I'm still getting used to it because I never really played any of those like Dark Souls type games. So I was always more of like a hack and slash guy. So I really enjoyed the Force Unleashed games. So I'm still having to get used to the combats and not just flying around spamming X, and actually you gotta learn the combos and learn the moves, and you gotta take it slow sometimes. But I'm having a lot of fun with it, man. It's a great game.
You say it probably excels your expectations from probably what you first saw of like that alpha gameplay that we first saw like of Fallen Order.
Yeah, well, because I mean, it was another EA Star Wars game, and after the controversies with like the last couple Battlefront games, my expectations were realistically pretty low. I was like, they're gonna mess this up somehow.
There has to be something they can do to just make it bad,
exactly.
Right?
There had to be something wrong with it, but it was it was a good release, and the game's a lot of fun. So good game, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Respawn. I had faith in Respawn, man. I think after Titanfall 2's campaign, I had a lot of faith for them to do a good like single player game. But yeah, with EA attached, there's always just like that. Yeah, but you know, EA is publishing. But when they say, you know, there's no multiplayer, no nothing, I'm like, all right, well, how are they gonna work some kind of shenanigans into this? And it looks,
it's just the game.
Exactly. I'm a big Souls fan and I'm a big Zelda fan, and I heard there's a lot of like kind of like puzzle aspects and stuff too in the gameplay. So it seems like it's just like right my cup of tea. I can't wait to play that game, but gotta get that 152 grind out of the way before I commit to anything else.
Well,
sadly.
Talking about 152 grind.
This
segue is A+ right there, Pat. You just set it up and just right off the tee. That's all I had to do right there. We have a nice little tweet here from Unicheck. Did you ask him directly, or was it just something you saw him tweet and you just retweeted it out?
I asked him earlier in the week, and he said a community update would be coming out about it, but a few days later he released that stuff.
All right, so let's see what he said over here on Twitter. Since the community update isn't until Thursday, we wanted to share Halo 5's holiday plans now to help you plan your game time. Holiday Fiesta, Castle Wars, Mythic, Warzone, Firefight, Warzone Turbo, and Global Double XP all go up this Thursday and will be live until early January. So it sounds like probably like a 2 or 3 week period of just blanket double XP, which
is good.
Hallelujah on that one. Yeah. I thought it was just mean that like Reach gets a double XP weekend like 2 weeks into release, when like people have been like grinding Halo 5 with just no double XP except for like a single playlist.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty awesome. I didn't see any Rock and Rail though.
No, and I tweeted at Unicheck. I was like, Global Double XP is great, but why is Castle Wars back and Rock and Rail not back yet?
Actually, I see that in the replies here. He said, I wish Rock and Rail would return instead of Castle Wars all the time, but double global XP is sweet, which is.
It is sweet. But I talked to Blaze, who was behind the Mythic Arena team, and he said he thinks that Rock and Rail's coming around sometime in January, so hopefully.
So right when double XP global is gone.
Well, it will be featured. It'll still be double XP.
Can you imagine be able to do that for a month though?
Oh my god! And they just released the XP boost packs too in the store. They got the platinum packs out. They got the Warzone and the Arena XP packs out right now. So,
that does remember. I need to hop on Halo 5 and spend some rec points on that, because
you're not gonna freaking 152. Get out of here! Don't even try.
Know.
I might have to get on that.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Kevin has a bit. You need to get on and play some damn Mythic with us.
I do.
I've been having so much fun.
I played,
and it's global double XP.
So. And I did some of the play testing on Mythic too, and I was like, damn, this mode's hella fun.
Yeah, come get your champ in it with us.
Yeah, for me getting a champ, right? That's a good joke right there.
I never thought I would get it. It's possible, man. It just takes a lot of winning. We have like a 70% winning percentage. I don't think I have that high winning percentage in any other playlist. So yeah, it just takes a lot of wins.
You just
and there is no Onyx. There's no Onyx in that playlist. Yeah, you go right from Diamond 6 to Champ. So.
Oh, then I might have a chance.
But if you lose a game as Champ, then you go right back down to Diamond 6. So.
All right, so you just need to stomp on all the kids that just don't know any better and haven't moved over to Halo Reach. Okay, gotcha.
Exactly. Actually, I ain't even gonna argue with you right now. All right, you're lucky I don't got my voice right now. All right.
Hell yeah! But yeah, definitely need to hop on some Mythics. That looks awesome. A lot of people have been really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the play testing of it too. I didn't really get a chance to. I got stomped pretty bad because I was playing against a bunch of the people who were the forgers of the maps, and along with Blaze and stuff like that. Like, yeah, like they know the maps in and out, and I'm just like, I feel like that, like, was it like that dog that's on the computers, and he's just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my experience. But yeah, so yeah, double XP coming, global double XP coming soon, guys. Some more of your standard Halo 5 modes coming in. Get yourself on some Mythic Arena as well. Nice hybrid of some classic and modern gameplay right there as well. So people have been enjoying it. I've only heard great things. I played it. It was fun. Pat says it's amazing. So seal of approval. Badass seal of approval right there.
Patman, seal of approval right there.
But yeah, so I guess we can maybe move on to our next section here. We're probably the final section, but it might get a little bit lengthy on this one. Is we have a special guest with us, Reclaimer. What's up, man?
Hi.
Hi. If you guys don't know, Reclaimer is a YouTuber, part of the Grassroots program, along with some other prestigious members within the community as well. I've had the pleasure to get a chance to meet Clay at South by Southwest, which was an awesome time.
Yeah, that was a fun event, man.
Yeah. So yeah, you were saying, I think I asked you earlier, you were saying like, yeah, that was the one to go to for the year.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. You've been to, I think you went to all of them this year.
Yeah, I went to every event this year, but I think if you had to pick one, I think that was probably the coolest one you could have picked to go to.
Yeah, like I flew in from Seattle for that event. I just thought it was just like a great time to. Plus, it was like still early in like Halo 3's like competitive lifespan, so it was still kind of cool and hyped to jump in and play that.
It was a super competitive tournament. There were a lot of like hype matches and stuff from the tournament, which because sometimes you get towards the end of a life cycle in a game, and some of the tournaments seem like they don't matter as much, and so they're not as entertaining. But
People
this
just
one
going
was
through the motions.
super entertaining. Yeah, exactly. But plus we got to like we were like walking around on like 6th Street, like exploring and like getting food from food trucks, and like we went to that one like hotel and ate sushi for
that was awesome.
Friend's birthday. And did all kinds of fun stuff that weekend, man. It was awesome.
Or like that silly thing that Taquin did with like the reverse voice thing, where he figured out how to do the I Spiteful intro in reverse.
Yeah, he had to say it back to him.
But yeah, that was so cool just to get a chance to like, give me you, Clay, Nick, Shyway, Stress, Action Man, who is exactly who you expect to be.
Oh yeah.
Like I thought it was maybe his stream persona, maybe just kind of exaggerated a little bit, but no, that's just Aaron, man.
That's just him, man.
But yeah, so I kind of want to maybe go into a little bit of a background with you, Clay, here about like how you kind of came into enjoying Halo, and we go into the present, and we go a little past, and maybe go into a little bit of the future as well.
Sounds like an adventure.
And so earlier tonight, I saw you were streaming some Halo Reach. We were talking about that earlier. We're doing a little competitive action on that. So what's been like your kind of general experience with Reach? What you've been playing, and like what your thoughts on the whole thing so far?
I've been kind of trying a little bit of everything. So I've been mainly playing hardcore because I'm mainly a competitive guy. So that's been mostly my focus of my playtime. But I've been trying a bunch of different stuff. I've been playing a little bit of Firefight because that was something that I used to play a lot back in the day. Been playing a lot of Big Team and Invasion because those game types are a ton of fun with friends. So I've been trying a lot of that stuff. And then also, me and a few of my friends played the whole, like we went for the Legendary Campaign Challenge where you have to beat it in under 3 hours and you get the nameplate and the achievement. We did that the other night and that was super fun. So I've been kind of sampling a little bit of everything. So I've been really enjoying Reach so far, man.
Awesome.
It's been a good time.
Yeah, actually, Pat and I, with our friend Jim and a little bit with our buddy Rapscallion, we tried for that 3-hour challenge as well. And we literally, added up the time, we literally fell a minute and a half late on getting
that's tragic.
And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning on a weeknight where I was like, dude, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
I got work in the morning. I got work in 5 hours. So
yeah, we were stressing hard about it. Actually, we died like 2 or 3 times at one checkpoint in Tip of the Spear, and we were like, oh, we already blew it, dude. We have no time left. And then we sort of just took our time and played through the rest of the campaign, and we beat it. And it said that we beat it in like 2 hours and 19 minutes or something. So we had like 41 minutes to spare. We were like, we don't even know how it happened. We just flew through it apparently. But yeah, man, it was a blast because I had forgotten how much fun it was to play the Halo campaigns with your friends.
Oh yeah.
Because I have memories of like when the Halo 4, like I was 12 when Halo 4 came out, so I can remember being in middle school and I went over to one of my friends' houses and we like got donuts and all candy and all this stuff, and we played for like 17 hours straight, just beating the campaign on Legendary. Like, so I have a lot of good memories doing stuff like that. So it was really fun to do it again.
Yeah, playing with friends, like it's just a whole new experience when it comes to playing the campaign because you're just goofing off, you're doing wild things. Sometimes you sometimes you troll your friends on accidents. Sometimes on purpose, but yeah.
There were quite a few accidental splatters in our playthrough.
Yeah. My spine was severed several times by Kevin. With warthogs.
I mean, you gotta go fast, man. You gotta go fast.
That's right.
And yeah, we're
speed running.
The time is ticking. The clock's on against, or walls against the back. Pat's in the way. I mean, what else am I gonna do? But yeah,
sounds like a you problem.
Exactly.
Yeah. So actually, since like mentioned earlier, since Clay, you are a content creator, we all are, obviously. Or do you have any kind of plans or what kind of things you're looking to do when it comes to the content, when it comes to maybe doing Reach? Are you looking to kind of just do Reach until like Infinite, or maybe kind of copy and paste some of the stuff you had success over in Halo 5, bring it over to Reach, or what kind of stuff? I've been following your channel a little bit, but I wanted to kind of let you make the statement about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, obviously, we played Halo 5 for 4 years, and we played it super consistently the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So I played it probably just about every day for those 4 years, because I was either competing and going to tournaments, or I got really heavy into YouTube probably late 2016. But so I'm definitely, I was ready to be done with that game and to move on to something else. I don't know if I'm going to be totally done with Halo 5. I think especially with like the global double XP and all that stuff, I'm going to probably mix in some more Halo 5 content over the next few weeks. So I think I'll probably do a mix of both between Reach and Halo 5, and just try to figure out what works best until Infinite comes out. But I have tried to, like, one of the series that I had a lot of success with on YouTube was Zero to Hero, where I start a new account and then I rank it all the way up to the top of whatever the ranks are in the competitive playlist. I did that in Halo 5, and it was one of my most popular series. And I just started it on Reach for hardcore, and I'm doing it on the PC, which is a little bit different. So I'm definitely trying to do that. I've tried to focus on, I've made a few tip videos, and I'm working on a few more. So I've been working hard on trying to get better at making videos and sort of explore different avenues with content creation and try different stuff out. So
yeah, I saw you had one video about like how to talk to girls in Halo Reach, right?
Oh yeah, that was just a funny thing that happened. This girl in game chat was like doing super sweaty call outs, and like she was like directing us around like a military leader. It was crazy. And I invited her, and she joined, and everybody in my chat who was watching started messaging her. And so she was talking in game chat, and she was like freaking out because she was getting all these messages from people from my chat. And then we ended up playing a few games together, and she was like super funny and super cool. And then she came in the stream, and so I got to turn that into a video just because it was a pretty funny thing that happened through Halo game chat.
Hell yeah, dude! That sounds like
good old days.
Sounds like a positive experience. Like, not very often a girl online gets spammed by a bunch of people and ends up being positive.
Yeah, she was a super good sport about it, because all my my viewers are crazy, so they were just like, oh, you're in Clay's game and all this shit. But yeah, it was super fun, and she was a good sport about it, so she was really cool.
Right on, man. Yeah. And so with that Zero to Hero, now I know with I think with Halo 5, did you kind of like, was it when you first started that series, you started out you kind of like made a new account, kind of deranked that a little bit down to bronze, like kind of so you can go from bronze to champion kind of thing, or was it just like we're just gonna play as well as we can throughout the whole thing?
It was just fresh account, because you can actually get in a lot of trouble for deranking. Yeah. I think another content creator had done something similar to that, where they would derank all the way to like the bottom of bronze, and then try to start from there. So I was very intentional about starting from a fresh account, because you could start a fresh account and just play and try to rank it up as you go along. But I didn't want to mess around with deranking, because that ruins other players' experiences and stuff. So I was very careful. I did my research before, because I definitely didn't want to start that series and then have it be a problem that I was like smurfing, or whatever the issue would have been. But yeah, so I would start a new account, and then just like in Halo 5, you have the qualifying matches before you get your rank. So I would play my 10 qualifying matches, and then I would just go from there. And usually I'd rank somewhere mid-diamond or something, and have to work up through Onyx and into champion.
And so once you hit champ, was that like we're done with the series, or you kind of see how far you can get that champ?
Yeah. Well, when I started it, I did, I think for the first, because I did multiple seasons actually. So I did the whole start a fresh account thing probably like 3 times throughout the course of Halo 5. But I think when I first started it, my goal was just to get to Onyx or something, because I didn't think it was going to be like a very big series for me. I thought it was just going to be like just another thing for me to try. And then people really liked it, and it was only like 15 episodes or something, because I just got to Onyx really quickly. So I ended up doing it again and going to champ, and then I did it I think a 3rd time, and mixed in like some FFA and Slayer, and did some other stuff. So I've tried it a lot of different ways, but like I said, I just started it on Reach on PC, and I'm trying to do it on Reach Hardcore, which is a little bit more interesting because I think I was a lot better at Halo 5. I was pretty experienced with that game, and I went to a bunch of tournaments and um, but with Reach, I never really played it competitively, so I'm kind of learning it as I'm playing and making content. So
Mm.
I've been enjoying this
Yeah.
new experience.
Would you say that Halo 5 was probably the first Halo like you really tried to get good at, or was there like did you try to get really good at Halo 4 first, or like how that kind
Yeah.
of go for you right there?
So I've been playing Halo since I was like 4 or 5 years old, since I was really young. But I've always been more of a casual player. So I always really loved the campaigns, and like when Reach was out, I mainly played like BTB and Social Slayer and snipers and all that stuff
Oh
with
yeah,
my
me too.
friends.
Yeah, it's like I was
Um,
BTB all the time back in Halo 2.
yeah, but I got really into. I had heard of MLG, and I knew I could tell some of the basic names or whatever. Um, but I wasn't a huge fan up until I got it really into esports with Call of Duty,
Mm.
and so it's probably 2013, 2014. And then I got really into Call of Duty esports, and then when Halo sort of started to make its resurgence, I got a lot more into Halo.
Which
Um,
Call of Duty was it about then? Was that be like what
uh, I
Ghost or
think it was
something?
I think it was Ghosts
Yeah.
was when I really got into it, and I started watching all the MLG events and stuff.
Mm.
And then Halo made its resurgence. I guess it was summer of 2014 was when they announced they were going to do the launch invitational for MCC,
Mm.
and all that stuff. And so I started watching all that because I've been a Halo fan forever. So I really like I played. I was like a clan kid, so I played in some 4v4 stuff and some eights and whatever else, but never anything serious up until yeah, probably when Halo 5 came out, because I don't really think I took H2A very seriously. So Halo 5 was probably when I really started to try to get good and go to tournaments, and
Mm.
that's when I went to my first tournament. So
Yeah. Well, how was what was the first tournament you went to?
I went to UGC St. Louis in 2016. That was my first event.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I remember that one. Yeah, I think I remember. I
Hmm.
was like thinking about like, man, I wish I kind of could have gone to that one because, mainly because I really recently like had like a relative I did not know I had. Just like I actually found them through 23andMe, and I thought they had like a genetic
Wow.
match, and I was like, and then I met them on now. I started messaging back and went on Facebook, and it turns out they were like the my aunt had a child that she gave up for adoption when she was like super young, and just never heard from her again. And then now that 50 years later or whatever, reconnected, and I was like, that'd be a good time to
Wow.
one do Halo stuff and also meet some new family members I haven't met. But
Oh yeah.
financially it didn't play out exactly, or schedule wise as well. But yeah. So that's pretty awesome though. Like also you guys you recently went to was it the Atlantic City one where you and Clay
Uh,
finished fourth in
well,
team doubles,
so
right?
we just got back. We just got back from DreamHack Atlanta. That was the last event of the year. That was probably about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then before that, in September, was Atlantic City. Yeah, Cole and I played in the 2v2 for Halo 5 and ended up coming in fourth. We lost to we lost to a couple really good teams. We lost to Neptune and Saiyan in winners, and we ended up losing to Shotzi and Renegade
Yeah.
in losers.
I mean, also
So
if you're gonna lose to anybody, like at least
right,
those
yeah, we
guys,
weren't
right?
we weren't disappointed in that. We were pretty happy with how he placed there. Yeah, so but went to every event this year, so it was super fun to get to go to all the different cities and all the different tournaments, because it's not something that I have been able to do for very long. I've only been out of high school for a year and a half. So when I was in high school, I couldn't go to tournaments very often because I would have to miss school or whatever the case may be. So I
Mm.
only went to 2 or 3 tournaments while I was in high school. But since then I've been to every single one, so it's been super fun. I'm really thankful that I get to do it because it's pretty
Mm.
sweet.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Like how does that feel when you like sit down at the table and across from you are just like very prominent Halo pros that you've seen like on streams all the time? You're like, is that a little nerve wracking to you, or is it kind of like, oh hell yeah, let's get this challenge? I'm trying to climb this mountain right now. Let's do this.
Right. Yeah, it's never been really nerve-wracking for me. It's just been a little bit it's been a little weird, like a little crazy to imagine, cuz I've been into Halo since I was 4 or 5 years old. And so I've like sort of grown up seeing like all these pros and everybody like I've been fans of everybody forever. And so whenever I finally got to that point where I was going to tournaments consistently, and I started hanging out with different people and whatever else, and it's just weird to be like that was my literal dream of what I wanted to do when I was a little kid,
Mm.
and was just to I wanted to be able to go to tournaments. And I just got to do it like all last year. Like I just went to all of them and got to see all the pros that I grew up watching and meet a bunch of really cool people, and it was awesome, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Great experience.
That's awesome. So yeah, and so I guess maybe I want to bring up one question too, a little bit, maybe looking a little forward looking as well. We can also, I'll chime in as maybe Pat can chime in on this as well. As I had an idea of like a question of what kind of non-gameplay feature would you like to see in Halo Infinite? Nothing that's like,
Ooh.
Not like anything outside of the game, maybe like something that's attached to the game, maybe, but like not actual like gameplay related. Would it be something you would like to see maybe added to Infinite, or maybe just the Xbox platform as a whole?
I want to see super sweet in-depth customization again, because I've always been a really big fan of like progression systems in addition to ranking systems. So outside of like your playlist rank or whatever, I've always really appreciated, being able to level up and unlock new cosmetics, and because I've always really enjoyed the process of like grinding to unlock more stuff and having your guy look cooler and cooler. That's why I really enjoy, like with MCC, we have the season progression system now. But especially in like Reach, like the customization in Reach, the original version of Reach, where you had the armory and you had all the different stuff you could buy with credits, like that was super awesome, super like a lot of customization. So I hope we see more of that in Infinite.
More in-depth customization for your characters and just in-game kind of stuff. Because there's still like, even though there's been a lot of progress when it comes to customization as a whole, there still is room for more improvement. I don't know if you guys, especially like one game I actually did a really good job of it. I don't know if you guys ever played. It's a Warframe actually does a really good job. Like you can get down to the little details, like what color light you want on your legs, kind of thing, and just like
exactly
very detailed kind of stuff with that. So, and plus with the new gen, you can probably allow more progression coming around with that. Pat, how about you? What would be like a non-gameplay feature you would like to see added for Halo Infinite?
I'm going to agree with Clay, say customization, which I think we are going to get, obviously, with them saying it's going to be Reach-inspired customization with Infinite. Hopefully they do take the feedback that they're getting from MCC with that progression system. But yeah, we haven't got a progression system like that in Halo since Reach, and no Halo did it better than Reach, and that was the one redeeming thing for me that I loved about Reach was the customization options. But I'll add on to that and say another thing that we got in a previous Halo that we haven't seen in game in a long time was a really good clan system that Halo 2 had, and I would love to see that return in game, where you don't have to go to Halo Waypoint, you don't have to go externally. If they could somehow work that into the UI, I would love to see that return, so I'll go ahead and say that one.
Did you bother at all with the Halo 5 clans that got implemented later on in the game?
I did, but I joined. We actually just got Achilles like this weekend.
Oh, really?
Finally, yeah. So yeah, I joined Jimbo's clan because I had made my own clan thinking, when they announced it, but obviously trying to get Achilles, you need a lot of people to join that. So yeah, I joined Jimbo's clan and we worked towards it, and that was cool. But still, like I want to see something in game, and we haven't got that since Halo 2.
There's certainly a lot of room from at least like compared to what they did in Halo 5, a lot of room for expansion on that for sure. Because it seemed like it was more just like an extended friends list of people you can invite to play, rather than like a social hub for like-minded players to get together and like coordinate game times or things like that. Like that's something that like at least they kind of did with like with Destiny 2. I know that with like the companion app that they have for that at least like you can at least download like a phone app that will help have message boards and things like that, which I think is probably the better way to go about doing that.
Yeah, and now like the Xbox has the LFG option and the groups option where you could like make a community and stuff. So that helps. That's built into the Xbox ecosystem. But I still want to see just some sort of integration inside of Infinite, but we'll see. And Destiny 2 did a great job with customization too, like building your Guardian up from tattered armor and stuff to just having badass like
Oh yeah.
you know, Iron Lord gear and stuff on fire and stuff like that. I love a good customization.
I need to get back into that. I'm too much on the Reach hype right now to even like think about anything else besides like Halo Reach. But like I bought it on PC. I bought Shadowkeep, and then once it was on sale, I bought whatever the first year expansion, big one that kind of fixed the game, like they always do pretty much now. And so I'm definitely want to get back into doing some more Destiny for sure, though. But yeah, I think for me though, actually, I say the one like non-gameplay feature I like to see happen, which I think actually kind of got answered with the reveal of the Xbox Series X, was making it easier to share your content of what you're doing in game, like having maybe like an in-game option to like check out Twitch streams or something like that, or like, hey, there's a MLG Halo event going on right now, just press X, opens up the Twitch app, and it takes you right there, kind of thing, or something like that. Or obviously with the share button now, it's gonna be like on the controller, like instantly sharing screenshots or something like that, or clips from your controller directly to like Instagram or Twitter or YouTube and things like that as well. Just so then you can show that like, hey, I'm playing this game, it's awesome. Come get what we have, because what we have is awesome. As much like what the Cole said earlier in the week, said that Halo is better than your favorite game right now.
That's right.
And so that's something I would definitely like to see. And I think, obviously with that and that share button on the controller just help make it a little bit easier. I think some other games have done it, like I think Zero Horizon Dawn had like a photo share feature within the game. It'll just like instantly upload somewhere where people can check it out. But yeah, I think just find some more ways outside of the game to kind of connect people through like say like sharing people's experiences and stuff like that. Much like that Battlefield 4 ad campaign, like have your own Halo Infinite moment, like Battlefield 4 moments and stuff like that. But,
yeah, I think there's a good chance that'll happen, especially with Microsoft's push with Mixer lately. They're definitely going to be pushing more, helping out content creators, I think, with the next system. So,
yeah, and
should be good to see. Should be cool.
Yeah, another question for you guys here. I was got a question of like, how long do both of you guys think or expect you guys to play Halo Reach or anything on the MCC? Much longer, since we do know that Infinite's coming in the fall of 2020. I would say most likely at the latest November or October is probably would be my guess. Like how long do you actually picture yourself playing MCC or even Reach, or you're just gonna kind of like hop onto the next game as soon as that one releases, or how, because I think a lot of people are kind of building up this Reach release as kind of like a supplemental Halo full game release. I think a lot of people are kind of building it up more than it really is. Like kind of like I'm getting long-winded. What do you guys feel about that? Like, how long do you expect you guys to see yourself playing Reach or just MCC in general?
You want to go first, Clay?
Sure, yeah. I mean, again, we played Halo 5 for 4 years, so I was just ready for anything new at this point. We've still got a year, or I guess like maybe like 10 months till we get anything Infinite related. So I was just looking for anything new to play, just something to help me pass the time until Infinite comes out. So I'm more than happy to play Reach. Like I said earlier, I think what I'm probably going to do is start mixing back in Halo 5 a little bit. So I'll probably play a mixture of games on MCC, try each of the new games on MCC whenever they're added to PC. So I'll probably try some of those on PC. Yeah, I'll probably just play a mix of stuff until Infinite comes out.
Infinite comes out, it's just blinders on.
Dropping MCC like it's
hot. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the beta gets announced, that's
I actually
dropping MCC.
I did see a beta rumor going around here recently.
I have seen it too.
Yes.
It's been circulating.
Yeah, about
in a few days about an announcement.
The Xbox Fest, right?
Yeah.
Saying that
the 22nd.
Yeah, because apparently there was 22/12/19 was like on Master Chief's HUD on the boot up screen or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I checked out the website and it didn't seem too flashy or Like,
No.
it seemed pretty basic. I was just like, yeah, we're playing a lot of different video games competitively.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that event.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have talked about 343 doing another social stream at the end of the year, hopefully. And I think that might be where we get some sort of news.
I have a feeling we'll get like at least a little teaser at least of gameplay, because like much like last year when they brought on Chris Lee, Sketch, and there was a third guy on that stream. I can't remember who it was, but that's when they announced that like reach level customization and things like that. I'm hoping to see just like a little
black undersuits.
Yeah. And so I'm hoping just like a little something like the last stream of the year kind of thing. They'll go big like they did last year and give us something, man. Yeah. Because we're definitely craving it.
To answer the question about Reach, though, I mean, I'll play Reach. I'm on and off with MCC right now because I'm really trying to stick to Halo 5 just to get that out of my life because I've played so much over the last few months.
You've been grinding it super hard.
Dude, I was 111 like 3 months ago, and now I'm 150, almost 150.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I told you. Like,
wow.
He's been trying.
I've been
he's
trying.
Really trying.
I've been sweating it out. But yeah, I mean, the longevity of how long, the support for mods is going to be what's the big thing for me playing that, because that's new stuff for me. Like, it's a love-hate thing with Reach. I loved the campaign. I wasn't a big fan of the multiplayer. Absolutely loved the customization. That's really what kept me playing the multiplayer, was just to unlock things. But I remember Reach. It was what, 9 years ago. I remember Reach. So I'm playing it and I'm enjoying my time with it, and I'll still play Halo 2 all the time on MCC. But I need to take a break from Halo pretty soon. After 152, I got to try to get some Dark Souls in. Maybe like you guys talked about, Jedi Fallen Order. I really want to play that. I just bought a Switch. I'm a big Zelda fan, about as big a Zelda fan as I am a Halo fan. So I want to play some Zelda on there, and then maybe Sekiro. That just one game of the year. I have that just sitting. I got a backlog. I got Game Pass. I'm not even freaking using Game Pass. So there's so much games to enjoy out there. I missed out on Outer Worlds. I heard was fantastic. So yeah, I want to play some other games. But once Infinite, the hype for Infinite comes back, MCC will be on every day playing through all the campaigns again and stuff, and up to the lead up for Infinite. So
yeah.
What about you, Kev?
I definitely see myself just grinding out Halo Reach ranks until Infinite comes out. Like, I played I played a ton of Halo 3. I would have liked to get a chance to play more competitive Halo 3, but I just can't find matches because I'm only like level 9 in competitive. I think there's like a threshold of 10 plus or minus when it comes to players ranked. I think most people that are still stuck playing 3 are probably around like 20 or 30. So I'm just like outside of that threshold to actually find any matches. So I mean, they did say in the dev update that they're working on like update or refresh all of the per playlist ranks and stuff like that, but I mean that hasn't come around.
Yeah, you kept yours. I'm pretty sure mine reset because I'm back to 1 at everything. I think I did. I don't freaking know. It looks like mine did reset, but yeah, you might be a lucky one.
Maybe I'm just being dumb and I didn't check it right.
That is always a possibility.
But yeah, I am like dive in head first, all for Reach right now. To me, like I said, it's like a brand new game because even though I played it a ton back in the day, I only played just like a small section of what the whole Reach pie had to offer, and I was just having just like this little sample slice. And so for me, like there's enough content for me in Halo Reach to last me until Halo Infinite easily. And also to the point where I probably would struggle to play anything else outside of Reach, just because I'm like, but that Reach though.
When H2A launches on PC, that's probably gonna be when I really dive back into to PC. Hopefully,
that'd be awesome.
More maps for it.
That'd be amazing to see like a second breath of life for that game because
it deserves it, man.
Yeah, it got an unfair shake with that launch for sure, and it's tough to find matches, and plus there's no ranked anymore, so people were just like, I don't bother.
Yeah,
man. So I guess we've been going for a good about hour right now on the podcast. So maybe it's a good time to maybe kind of wrap things up. Unless you guys had anything else you want to bring up or talk about, or call out Pat for whatever he's doing, scumbag movies he's doing on YouTube or something like that.
Somebody off somewhere, yeah. just appreciate you joining us, Clay. It's been a pretty slow news week, so we definitely enjoy having
Absolutely,
you
man.
on.
Appreciate y'all having me, man. It's fun.
Again, yeah. So again, on short notice too. I think I messaged you like last night. I was like, "Hey, you want to do the podcast?" You're like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
Yeah, I literally, I woke up this morning. I was laying in bed, and that's when I saw it, and I just messaged you back. I was like, "Hell yeah, dude, let's do it."
Yeah. Right on, man. Again, so how can people find you on the internet, Clay?
On YouTube, I'm youtube.com/reclaimer. That's the only platform I have the OG Reclaimer on, so you can find me there on YouTube. Twitch is Reclaimer with an X, so it looks like Recliximer. And then Twitter is at ReclaimerCR. Find me there doing all sorts of Halo stuff.
Right on. Yeah. Well, of course, we'll put that in, your links in the description down below as well, so people definitely go check him out. Clay is definitely I'd say one of the better Halo players you can find on YouTube right now. So definitely want to give him
Thank you, man.
If you see him he's been putting some tip videos, and definitely want to follow his tips. Probably more than my tips I can put up on YouTube for sure. So we'll move over from the far right to the middle on my screen right here. Pat, how can people find you on the internet?
You could find me on Twitter at the Patman Gaming, on Twitch, the Patman Gaming as well, twitch.tv/the Patman Gaming, on Instagram, the Patman Gaming, and on YouTube, Patman Gaming. Just type in Patman on the search bar. I should pop up. There's a couple of other frauds out there, but you'll find me somehow, some way. Just doing some, Halo news content. Hopefully we get a juicy community update this Thursday where we can really dive in and make some videos on it. That'll be exciting.
I hope so too, because it's been pretty dry since December 3rd.
Yeah, I've been like I usually don't do gameplay videos on the channel. I've always kind of just like stuck to news, and I'm at that point where I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna start doing gameplay videos now because it's hard.
Yeah, so. same thing for me, because I've been trying to do daily uploads in December. I've missed 2 days so far, but I'm a busy guy. All right, come on, give me some slack. This is a hobby. This is my job. But so I've been trying to keep up with that. I recently actually just did like a map review of the map Zealot, doing like all like the call outs, jumps, and spawns and stuff like that to kind of. For me, it's actually honestly for me to kind of understand the competitive side of Reach more, so I can get better at it, and hopefully, since I'm like, well, I just learned this, I'm sure somebody else would like to learn it, so I just make a video out of it, kind of thing. So if you want to check out those videos, segue. Okay, you can find me on YouTube, KevinKoolx. Make sure it's KevinKoolx. If you type in Kevin Cool, you'll find some imposter who made Minecraft videos like 10 years ago. No joke. There's no joke. There's a guy named Kevin Cool with a K, and he did Minecraft videos. I'm like, bruh, come on.
He's obviously cooler than you.
I've never come across.
He doesn't have to have the X.
I've never seen anybody with this lame ass gamer tag that I have. And I see this, and then like of course YouTube, and then he does Minecraft videos. I'm like, God damn it. So make sure you type in Kevin Cool X. Maybe throw in a little Halo after that as well. You'll find me for sure. You can see on the video screen, also link in the description down below, for my Twitter at KevinKoolx Halo, Twitch at KevinKoolx, Instagram KevinKoolx, Facebook KevinKoolx as well if you want to see what a dead page looks like. Get that right there. And I guess that's everything on my end. So maybe before I head out, Pat, any videos we should be looking forward to on your end when it comes to stuff?
Yeah, I'll obviously be covering the community update. Probably I might upload those vetoed matches that we had last night, because those are pretty sweaty, to the channel. That was some good gameplay, and he actually hosted me last night too after he got off.
I saw the tweet. That's awesome.
Pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, he was cool about it. So that, and then right after this stream, after we do our little Q&A with the community, I'm gonna head on over to MCC on PC. Already did Xbox earlier before the podcast, but we're doing a community game night tonight with the viewers. So if you guys are watching and you guys have MCC on PC, come on and come and play some matches with us. We'll have some fun.
How about you, Clay? Yeah. What do you think about what's coming from you in the next couple coming weeks when it comes to content, or kind of whenever you feel is coming, that's what's coming out, or any plans of what's going on with that?
Just gonna keep my nose down, keep grinding. We just recently got into some custom stuff. I was playing with Ubernick and Proximity and a bunch of our friends, and we've been trying to get into some custom games content a little bit. But gonna keep grinding away on YouTube and Twitch, and get ready for Infinite, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Gonna be a good time. I'm planning to take like a full week off of work when Infinite comes out and just like stream and make videos. I'm going straight up no life. My wife at that time is going to hate me, but it's gonna be worth it. But anyways, guys, so I guess we'll call it end to the podcast. Again, Clay, thank you very much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Links to his stuff in the description down below. Pat, thank you very much again for another awesome episode number 22 of the Halo Outreach podcast. His links in the description down below. And guys, make sure you check us out on Spotify. Check us out on Podbean if you want to listen to the podcast without having to waste your phone battery like you have to on YouTube. So I'm just saying, there's an option there for you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming by the stream. Thank you much for listening to the podcast. And we'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.